Radio 610 KONA, 610KONA.com. This is Mid-Columbia Conference basketball action. Michael McDonald alongside Dom Manili back at the Legends Casino, 610 KONA studios. Our producer is Lee Michaels. Our broadcast brought to you by Farmers Exchange in historic downtown Kennewick, along with Bunch Finnegan Appliances, Golf Universe, Firehouse Subs, Prime Dental Pasco, DQ Grill and Chill, Tire Factory, Brutzman's Office Solutions, Griggs Ace Hardware, Core Concepts, along with the Shell Sun Market stores and Zurop Orthodontics. Tonight, this is one that you circle. There's quite a few in the Mid-Columbia Conference that you look at when the schedule comes out and go, I want to be at that game. And this is one of them. There's another one tonight, Pasco Southridge. That would be an awesome game, too. We're at Kamiakin. It's the Braves hosting the Richland Bombers. For Richland, emotional win for the head coach Earl Streufert, number 400 in their victory on Saturday night. They come in at 5-0 in league play. On the other side, a little bit of a toe stubber at Walla Walla on Saturday for Kamiakin as they end up losing by 1 to the Blue Devils.
Yeah, they played Kennewick at Kennewick, and they struggled in that. Give a lot of credit to Kennewick for the defense they put on them, but they found a way to win, and they were ahead at Walla Walla. And then late in the game, things went a little sideways and went into overtime, and they weren't able to pull it out. But tough place to win and disappointing loss. But, well, I tell you, this game here is, like you said, this one is got a chance to be a good one. Both these teams have a tremendous rivalry, and it's a very friendly kind of rivalry. But, man, they go after each other. And Kamiakin's kind of had their way with them in the past couple, 2-3 years, but things may change now. And Westerfield's a junior now, and he's surrounded. He's in there with a big impact. And anytime you got a big kid, he's 6'8", he's 6'10", and I mean, it just changes the game because now you don't have to rely on shots on the perimeter. You've got that ability every now and then to just throw it into the big guy and try and get an easy 2 points. And Kamiakin's had that luxury the past 3 years of having those big kids. This year they don't have that big kid, but Richland does. And but you still got to make shots. And this Richland team, boy, the thing that jumps out at you is they can all shoot it. Typical Richland team, they play fast, they can shoot it, they're great passers. And Jase Vopalensky, the 6-foot senior guard, is probably one of the most best unheralded kids they have on their team. He does a lot of things. And I wouldn't be surprised to see that he's going to be on Peter Dress tonight. And he's going to give Peter Dress problems, and we'll see if Dress can handle it. And Dress needs to score, and for Kennewick, or for Kamiakin, other kids need to score. That's the problem they've had, is other kids have been unable to get into double figures for them like they did at the early part of the year.
So if you look at the average scores, we should mention, just like the boys' game, the girls' matchup, very spirited between these two schools. And it went down to the wire. Kamiakin gets the victory over Richland, 53-50 on the Brutzman's Office Solutions scoreboard. In the game, Nicole Thomas ends up scoring over 1,000 points in her high school career. Cool. And they stopped the game after the made shot the next time out and gave her a little presentation. It was quite emotional here at the Gymnasium at Kamiakin High School. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, nice player. Good for her.
But if you look at Kamiakin, 23.4 average for Peter Dress, and then you've got 10 for Javier Sidriguez, and then on the other side for Richland, 14.5 for Westerfield. You've got 16.8 for Woodard, 11.5 for Vopalensky, Northrop with 8. I mean, you mentioned this. It's a team scoring plan that they work on, just like their defense.
Yeah, man, they play great defense, and they've went young to start the past couple years, and now those young kids are dudes, and they can now defend and not only score, but they can defend really well. And Richland takes a lot of pride in their defense, and I mean, they're putting up 88, 90 points a game now on people and holding them to 40 and 50 points. They're a big-time basketball team. I think they're one of the top 5 teams in the state. And unless something happens injury-wise to them, they're going to make a lot of noise.
The Braves have just emerged onto the court for their shoot-around. And our keys to victory brought to you by Golf Universe. What do you think, Don? Who has to stay out of foul trouble? Who has to pick up the scoring? What's going to be the difference tonight?
I think one of the big keys for Kamiakin is they've got to get quality possessions every time. They had 22 turnovers against Kennewick and 17 against Walla Walla. And if they do that against Richland, they're going to get blown out of here. They've got to get good shots every time down the court. Now, you're going to have 5, 6, 7 turnovers a game. That's normal. But you've got to get quality shots, and you've got to defend people and make them earn baskets and not give up easy bunnies. And lastly, Kamiakin's got to have, as you mentioned, someone other than Peter Dress has to come in and impact the game at the scoring level.
Keys to victory, thanks to our friends at Golf Universe on on Clearwater, across from the grain elevator. League report on 610 KONA brought to you by Firehouse Subs, founded by firemen. A portion of all the proceeds go right back to local communities to help first responders. Checking out the standings in league play, Richland at 5-0. Then you've got Kamiakin at 4-1, Walla Walla 4-2 record, 3-3 for Chiawana and Hermiston. Kennewick, along with Hanford, at 2-3 on the season. Southridge 2-4, and Pasco still in the hunt at 0-5. In other action tonight, Walla Walla is at Kennewick, Hanford on the road at Chiawana, and you've got Southridge hosting Pasco. Over to the Brutsman's Office Solutions scoreboard. Again, the final in girls, Kamiakin over Richland 53-50. Also, Kennewick defeating Walla Walla 59-43. And it was Chiawana over Hanford 68-58. We'll take a time out, come back with the starting lineups when we return. It's Richland at Kamiakin on 610 KONA, 610KONA.com.
Welcome to Kamiakin for tonight's basketball matchup between the Bonner Technology School and your Kamiakin.
What's going on, man? How you doing, brother? Oh, temporarily for the next probably 5 to 6 months. Yeah. Tell Roger! Tell Fishback I said what's up! I'm Mark, man! Number 5, junior, Jace Woodard. Ladies and gentlemen, for tonight's Kamiakin game. First on-starters, number 15, junior Jace Woodard. Number 21, freshman Deontay Humphrey. Number 25, senior Kelsey Carroll. Number 31, junior Gavin Buchanan. Junior James Kinsey. Number 35, junior Isaac Smith. And number 41, junior Zach Ross. And now for your starter. Number 4, senior Jase Vopalensky. Number 5, senior Number 11, senior Number 13, junior and number 23, junior
Radio 610 KONA. Welcome back to Kamiakin High School as we are ready for our countdown to tip off tonight. The house is full for MCC basketball with Richland visiting Kamiakin. Both teams huddled up at the bench areas before they head out to the center circle and get it started.
Yeah, it's, we didn't spend a lot of time talking about Jace Woodard, but man, what probably really, really great guard for Richland. And he was like first team as a freshman. He's been scoring 16 to 20 points a game ever since he's been a freshman. Just a great basketball player, quarterback on the football team, plays second base on the baseball team. Kid does it all. Great athlete, great kid.
Out in the center circle, Gladney will tip it off against Westerfield. Opening tip-off thanks to DQ Grill and Chill. Buy 2 cheeseburgers, get 1 free, or go with the double cheese. 2 for $7. Opening tip will be controlled by the Bombers. They'll work to the basket to your radio right. Woodard over on the left side, loops into the lane on the drive, sends it back out on the wing to Streufert. Back over to Woodard. Woodard in the corner on the left side of Vopalensky for the 3. It rattled the rim, no good. Westerfield the rebound, and he'll tip it out to the top of the key near the midcourt stripe, and they'll reset to Woodard. Driving inside, it's the lay-in, and the Bombers get on the scoreboard first. Other end, quick three-pointer in the corner. Hernandez, no good. But the pickup in the lane, yep, it's Dress, and the putback's right in the net.
Oh, that's a good start for Dress. Wide open, Fabian in the corner, just couldn't hit it.
Back here on the near side, it's the Kamiakin Braves getting a steal. Nice job by Xavier Gladney to take it away from the big guy Westerfield out on the wing. Hernandez out between the circles. Both teams in a man-to-man defense, at least so far. Send it over the right side. And it's Sidrigets. Top of the key, popping out. Schumacher picks it up, and he'll back it out near the midcourt stripe with 8 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Exchange with Dress. Dress is cut off, and in a double team, send it back to Schumacher on the baseline. Ball is stolen, taken away by Woodard for the Bombers. The shot clock was deep. I don't know if they were going to get a shot off anyway. Over on the left side, pass goes on the wing to Forbes. Forbes is going to drive. He was left alone in the baseline, wide open.
Yeah, made a great move on Javier Sidrigets, went right by him.
Tied up 2 apiece. 6:29 remaining here in the first. Out on the left side, Hernandez. Give it to Dress on the wing. Dress to the free throw line, then dump it over to Sidrigets. He'll drive to the baseline. Give it up to Gladney on the other side of the hoop. Working on the left side of the lane. Down to the top of the key to Sidrigets. Stops for the three-pointer straight away. That's a good sign. It's good.
That's a nice start for Javier.
5-2. Braves on top. 6:10 remaining first quarter. 6:10 KONA. Kennewick, Richland, Pasco. Left side, it's Woodard. And he'll elevate for the 3 over Sidrigets. No good. But again, offensive rebound, a team effort to get the ball back. And it goes over to Forbes with a hanging jumper right side of the lane. It's good.
Yeah, nice offensive board by Richland. They're only like 6 feet, 6'1", but they play really big. They're very athletic.
They know how to block out. Forbes has all of the Bombers' points right now. 5-4. Richland trails by 1. Dress at the top of the lane with a spin dribble move. Works it to the right side, and the fadeaway jumper over Vopalensky, who's guarding him in the man-to-man. It's no good. Brush the rim. Rebound comes down to Forbes. Forbes, left corner of Vopalensky for a three-pointer. It's not going to go, but another offensive rebound. It's Westerfield in the lane. His putback's no good, but he's fouled.
I think they're going to get Javier on the arm there.
So the foul on Sidrigets will be the first, and the first team foul on either squad. 5:15 remaining in the first quarter. 5-4. It's the Braves leading by 1. Not anymore. First Tire Factory free throw is good for Westerfield.
Kamiakin having difficulty picking up that defensive rebound. Richland, that's twice they've had second chance opportunities on 2 possessions.
Westerfield at the line. 1 more on the way. Good. Made them both. Free throws count. 6-5. The Bombers up by 1 with 5:10 remaining here in the first. Up over the midcourt stripe to the top of the lane, Gladney. Gladney tried to pass it back behind him and got tangled up with the defender, and we get a whistle and a foul on the Bombers. Foul will go on Brock Streufert. That will be his first team foul on Richland.
And we have Brock Streufert guarding Fabian Hernandez, and he's really causing Fabian problems.
Inbounds pass goes to Dress out on the left wing. Fresh shot clock. Top of the key to Sidrigets. Little spin dribble. And a layup as he goes to the rim and lays it up and in.
Well, he can really get to the basket. They got a violation there on Richland. He stepped over the line when he inbounded the ball.
Oh, so the Bombers with a turnover just getting it into play. 7-6. Braves lead it. 4:52 remaining here in the first. And it will be Kamiakin inbounding left side of the basket in front court. Looking. Schumacher finally gets it in over the top to Gladney out high. Gladney, top of the lane, left side to Dress. Trying to get Peter involved. Sidrigets, though, has really stolen the show so far. Entry pass goes to Gladney in the lane. Back to Schumacher on the wing. And he'll send it to Gladney. Gladney penetrates around Westerfield. Reverse lay-in, wouldn't go. And Westerfield will pick up the loose ball. Bombers trail by 1. Through the lane on the dribble, Woodard sends it out to Forbes. Forbes cross court for the shooter. The three for Streufert. Brushed the iron. Came up short. No good. Hernandez the rebound for the Braves. To Dress. Long distance three. Good.
Wow, that was about 20 feet all net.
Incredible. I was surprised that he shot it.
Yeah.
10-6. Kamiakin on top. They have the first three-pointer in the game. Out at the top of the key, it's Woodard. Woodard on the... he's trying to do a guard-to-guard exchange, and he got tangled up with Sidrigets and traveled with the ball.
Well, Javier Sidrigets is a really, really good defensive basketball player because he's a really good athlete. And right now he's causing Woodard some problems, but Woodard will get it figured out. But right now it's advantage Javier.
Schumacher will check out of the game, and coming in for Kamiakin, Tyson Waggart. First appearance on the floor. Also, Landon Northrop into the game now for the Richland Bombers. Streufert will sit down.
And we have Peter Dress out of the game, Celtic Merrill in.
So a couple of substitutions halfway through the first quarter. 10-6, Kamiakin on top. Sidrigets down the right side lane, jump stop. Almost traveled when he came to a stop. Kind of overshot it off the window too hard. Rebound out of bounds, and it will be Richland basketball. Nice hustle by Jack Forbes to try to get that rebound.
Yeah, that 6'10" kid sitting in there is going to alter a lot of shots just because of his presence, and he did that time.
Up over the midcourt stripe, Forbes sets up top of the key. Pass in the lane to Woodard. Woodard back out high to Jordan Valencia Alvarado, who's in now. Pass it into Westerfield. He's in a double team. The ball's going to be tipped way outside, and Northrop goes to fetch it. Into the corner, left side, Forbes, three, no good. Clanked off the iron. Rebound comes down to Sidrigets. Sidrigets into front court. Excuse me, a little sneeze there. And backs it out to the top of the key. Over to Gladney. Gladney on the guard-to-guard exchange to Merrill. Merrill pull-up jumper free throw line. It's blocked, rejected by Forbes. Forbes into front court to Northrop, open for three, count it.
That's Landon Northrop. He's a freshman. One of a long line of Northrops that have played at Richland. And really good shooter.
Caught and shot just in one easy, smooth movement. 10-9. Bombers down by 1. 2:38 remaining in the first quarter. Hernandez working underneath the Gladney. Gladney cut off by Westerfield. Back out high to Sidrigets. And he'll drive the lane into a double team. Kick out on the baseline to Hernandez. No, but a whistle and a foul on Woodard. And that will be 3 at the line for Fabian Hernandez.
Well, we got Peter Dress back at the bench there. Brian Manili took him out for just about a minute there to try and let him just catch his breath. But boy, you can see they really miss his presence out on the court.
First personal foul on Woodard. We go to the Tire Factory free throw line. Hernandez will shoot 3. First one is up and good.
Both teams playing just hard-nosed half-court man-to-man.
Second shot, perfect. Hernandez gets his first points in the book tonight. Sidrigets will sit down, and looks like Peter Dress is back into the lineup now.
Javier's played really well at the start of this game. He's been the offense for Kamiakin in a lot of possessions.
5 points in the game so far for Javier Sidrigets. Third free throw, Tire Factory free throw line off the iron, no good. Kissed the window. I thought it was going to come back through. It won't go. 12-9. It's the Bombers down by 3. Into front court on the baseline. Northrop got cut off, and the ball ends up in Hernandez's hands. Hernandez, breakaway, nice pass ahead on the bounce, and he gets it ahead to Tyson Weiger, lays it in.
Oh, and Westerfield was coming to try and get it, but he just couldn't quite get there.
Inbounds pass goes in the corner to Alvarado. Up into front court. Woodard has it on the baseline. He's in a double team underneath him, too deep under the basket. Sends it back outside to Vopalensky. Around the left wing to Alvarado, and we get a whistle.
I think we got a shot clock issue.
Looking at the shot clock, and it's at, is that 9 seconds?
Yeah.
And a substitution is somebody.
Streufert's coming in for Westerfield.
Yeah.
Westerfield's going to sit here with 1:51 left in the quarter.
Oh, they did change the shot clock. They put it up to 16.
Xavier Glad near the post for Kamiakin's coming out. Javier's coming in for him.
So that allowed the substitutions with this shot clock adjustment. 14-9. It's the Braves on top of the Bombers. $1:48 remaining in the first quarter. Left side, Vopalensky. Down on the baseline to Woodard. Woodard drives inside. Shot is blocked. Offensive foul. Wow. What a play under the basket by Celtic Merrill.
Yeah, has a great charge. And not only that, Javier recovered and checked that off his, almost right at the top of his head when we shot it. Tremendous play.
So the block from behind by Sidrigets.
And we got Fabian Hernandez out of the game for Kamiakin. Got to make sure these subs can handle the ball against pressure.
Second foul on Woodard. That's big. Third team foul on Richland. $1:37 remaining in the first quarter. Dress at the top of the key. Tried an entry pass, and it was off target to Merrill. Picked up instead by Forbes. Forbes up under the basket to Vopalensky. He shoots, he scores, he is fouled.
Yeah, bad pass by Peter Dress at the offensive end, and he ends up fouling down here for a potential three-point play.
So the first foul on Peter Dress, and the second team foul now called on Kamiakin. And we get a timeout. This will be our first Griggs Ace Hardware timeout. And this will be a 30-second break with $1:27 remaining in the first. Kamiakin 14, Richland 11. Minute 27 remaining in the first quarter, 14-11. It's Kamiakin on top. But we go to the Tire Factory free throw line for a pair of free throws for Jase Vopalensky. And excuse me, that would be just one after the made shot for the possible three-point play the old-fashioned way, and he gets it. And a foul on Peter Dress, his first.
Bombers down by 2.
In the front court, Sidra gets up over the Cyclops. The midcourt stripe left side to Dress. Dress loops into the lane and really went strong to the basket and gets called for the offensive foul. He has picked up 2 in less than 30.
Yeah, it was kind of one of those bang-bang plays there, but that's huge because Dress going to have to sit now for, I don't know, he's probably going to sit for part of this second quarter, but we'll see if Kamiakin can create some offense.
It's interesting the way he went in. There was kind of a double team. I don't know that they were that well set, but he did have contact with both of them. 14-12. It's Kamiakin up by 2. Entry pass to Westerfield. Back out to the top of the key to Alvarado. He goes over to the left elbow. He traveled with the basketball, and it goes over to Kamiakin.
That was on Javier. Javier got his hand on the ball when he tried to cross it over and made him travel.
1:08 left in the first frame. Inbounds pass to Schumacher, and he brings it right over the midcourt stripe to Sidrigets on the right elbow. Trying the pass on the baseline and find Weiger, but it was off the mark. Weiger was coming in towards the basket. Ball went out of bounds.
Well, I think that timeout was to Richland's defense now. Anytime Javier puts the ball in the deck, they're going to run another guy at him. And that's what happened here is they ran a guy at him, and he tried to throw it to the open man, threw it behind him.
Pass stolen. Sidrigets jumped the pass lane. And he'll take it coast to coast. Shot blocked by Forbes. Ball loose underneath the basket. Braves will pick it up. It's Gladney out on the left wing. Gladney tried to dump it on the baseline, and it goes out of bounds off Kamiakin. Boy, Streufert was all active over Gladney when he got that loose ball and kind of forced that turnover.
Yeah, he really did. Streufert got a check. Javier missed the layup, and Wager got the ball on the backside, tried to shoot it, and Streufert interrupted the shot.
14-12. And the ball out of bounds side court, tipped out by Kamiakin. It will remain Richland possession with 36 seconds remaining. 25 on the shot clock. Inbounds pass side court, Streufert to Westerfield. Westerfield standing out on the wing. Gladney's on him still. Pass it to the top of the key for the open three. No good for Northrop. Rebound, Forbes. His putback, a two-pointer on the right side of the paint. Good.
That's the third time they've got a second chance opportunity on offensive rebound.
6 points in the game for Jack Forbes. And we're tied at 14. Gladney over on the left side. Gives it up to Sidrigets. Back to the top of the lane. Pass goes to Merrill. Hernandez picks it up over on the right side and loops down the lane. Lost handle of the ball, able to kick it to Weiger outside, and his shot wouldn't go, and it goes out of bounds. Oh, we've got an injured player down, and that may be Streufert, who went down hard, and you may have heard him connect with the floor, and looks like he's going to favor
it's an ankle or
the right ankle.
Yeah.
That was a little bit of a collision. And a correction on the call with 1.6 remaining. It's Kamiakin ball, not Richland. They could get a shot off here on the inbounds play. Inbounding, left side of the basket, Weiger. Weiger looking. Get it to Sidrigets on the baseline. His 7-footer goes off the backboard and no good. At the end of the first quarter, knotted up at 14. Kamiakin 14. Richland 14. 6-10 KONA. Welcome back to Randy Dolven Gym here at Kamiakin High School. Tied up 14-14. The Braves and the Bombers.
Yeah, it was 14-7 Kamiakin. They were Javier was getting shots. Peter Dress made a couple, and then Kamiakin substituted quite a bit, got different kids in there, and then Peter Dress picked up 2 fouls in about 30 seconds, and now he's going to sit for a while.
So, second quarter set to begin, and the Braves inbound side court across the way. Inbounds pass goes to Gladney, and he'll hand it off to Hernandez. Hernandez over to the left side. Pass it back over on the right wing to Sidrigets. Sidrigets to Gladney. Gladney thinking about the three. They're kind of stuck behind the perimeter right now. Really good defense by the Bombers. Gladney has it. Shot clock at 8. Top of the key. Sidrigets pull up at the left elbow for the jumper. It rims out. No good. Rebound to Forbes and kind of was tipped out of his hands to Alvarado. So Jordan Valencia Alvarado brings it up into front court over the midcourt stripe to Vopalensky. Out high, Northrop has it. Bounce pass underneath the basket to Vopalensky, and a whistle and a foul on Deontay Howard, who's into the lineup.
Yeah,
Howard.
Not a good offensive possession for the Braves, but credit Richland's defense in the half court really stuffed them.
And a quick shot off the inbound splash by Northrop. After his opening three, he's been cold, but another offensive rebound for who else? Jack Forbes, and he puts it back up and in.
Boy, he's been a force on the offensive glass.
8 points in the game. 16-14, the Bombers on top. The Braves have been stuck at 14 for too long. 7 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Gladney at the free throw line for 2. Back rimming off. Weiger the rebound on the baseline. Outside to Hernandez. Shoots a 3. Ring it up.
Boy, first team. Kamiakin's got an offensive rebound, second chance opportunity, and Hernandez hit a 3.
17-16, Kamiakin by 1. Northrop on the left wing. Whip it around to Westerfield and under the basket. They go high-low with it underneath to Jordan Valencia Alvarado. Defense collapses, and we get a whistle and a foul. And this may go on Weiger, and it will.
Yeah, Vopalensky there was trying to post up Deontay Howard, the freshman for Kamiakin there, and he had a pretty good position, and then Weiger came in to double it and reached in and grabbed the ball, and they called him for a foul.
Sidrigets will check out of the lineup. And into the corner, the pass goes to to Vopalensky for the open three off the inbounds play. They screened for him. He was open, but no, it would not go. And we're looking at the clock, another clock issue potentially. Officials have stopped it again. 17-16, Kamiakin by 1.
Yeah, we have Peter Dress in the game with 2 fouls. Just entered the game on that last dead ball.
So Weiger to inbound, and he'll send it into front court from back court. Gladney has it out near the top of the key. Right side, Hernandez. Over to Deontay Howard. John mentioned it, freshman. Weiger has it on the right side. Cross-court skip pass intercepted. Man, really good Bomber defense. Vopalensky in the lane to Woodard. Woodard back on the left side to Alvarado. And Forbes sends it to Westerfield. Down low, and he'll lay it up and in.
It's the first time he's had an impact in the post, and he's really good in there. He's a left-hander, and it's kind of weird guarding a lefty, and he really plays it well.
18-17. It's the Bombers by 1, and Howard has his pocket picked by Alvarado. Alvarado coast to coast, laid it up and in. And a timeout called from the Kamiakin bench. We will step aside for a Griggs Ace Hardware timeout with 5:37 remaining in the first half, a 30-second break. With the score, the Bombers 20, Braves 17.
It is your responsibility to conduct yourself in a manner where the contest is enjoyable for other fans and participants. Kamiakin High School would like to remind you to be a sport and understand. This time for sportsmanship lessons.
News Radio 610 KONA, 5:37 remaining here in the first half. 20-17. It's Kamiakin trailing by 3.
And Richland's doing it with their defense in the half court, and they're picking up full court now, causing a little bit of pressure.
Inbounds pass for Kamiakin in backcourt, and it is full court pressure. Little trap by the Bombers. Inbounds pass goes to Hernandez, and they break the press and get it into front court, right side to Howard. Top of the key, Weiger. Over on the left wing, Hernandez drives baseline, a little running one-hander over Westerfield. It wouldn't go. Somehow Dress gets the rebound. His putback, about 5 foot away from the basket, is no good, but a whistle and a foul. And this might go on Westerfield. No, it'll go on Vopalensky, his first.
And just happened to fall right into Dress's hands there, and went up for it, and they fouled him.
First personal foul on Vopalensky. That is team foul number 4 on the Bombers, 5 on Kamiakin. First free throw is good at the Tire Factory free throw line for Peter Dress.
Deontay Howard coming back. Was a little bit nervous going into that game being a freshman, but I think he's going to go back in and do well.
Second free throw rimmed out, no good, and the rebound to the Bombers. Up into front court, Alvarado pull-up jumper at the free throw line. Quick shot for Richland. It's no good. Gladney gets the rebound for Kamiakin. Gladney up to the free throw line. Passes behind him to Hernandez. Back to Gladney. Gladney on a spin dribble around Westerfield. Gets to the rim, lays it up and in. It bounced a couple times on the bracket, and it comes back through.
Gladney he's got a nice post moves in there.
That's his first bucket of the game, and we are knotted up at 20-20. 4:45 remaining in the half. Driving on the baseline. A beautiful play by Woodard, but the door closed quickly. Gladney slides over, and it's going to be a foul on a block. Charge to Gladney.
Yeah, Gladney picks up quite a few charges. He's really good at it, but that was a good call. He was late on that one, and that was a good block call.
So Woodard will go to the Tire Factory free throw line and shoot a couple. He has not scored tonight. Free throw good.
That won't last long.
Yeah, he doesn't really look for the shot as much. It's one of those guards that really does distribute the ball well.
Gladney's first foul. Peter Dress back out of the game, and Javier Cigarette's back in the game. Josh
Woodard, second free throw, good. 21-20. 20, yeah, it should be 22. There we go. 22-20. It's the Bombers by 2. 4.5 minutes remaining in the first half of action. Out on the right side, Sidor gets pulled up dribble. Forbes all over him. Bounce pass goes to Hernandez, top of the lane. Right side to Gladney. Spotted for the three, then drove around Westerfield. The bounce pass to Sidor gets out of bounds. Low post, and it's going to go off of the Bombers. Probably off of Josh Woodard on the defensive side.
Real nice ball fake by Gladney to get Westerfield in the air. They just couldn't cash in on it.
Inbounds on the baseline. It's Schumacher. Give it to Celtic Merrill for the three. Left angle, no good. And the rebounds comes down, and Woodard picks it up. And it's the Bombers up in the front court. Over on the left side, Alvarado. Underneath the Westerfield, and he's going to slide to the rim and lay it up and in.
Yeah, boy, he gets that little inside fake and then turns to that right shoulder. He's really hard to guard.
It's a quick move. He's really improved. 24-20, Bombers by 4. Left side of the lane, Sidor gets to the free throw line to Gladney. Wanted to shoot, but declined because Westerfield was covering him. Over to Hernandez, back to Gladney. Now Gladney's going to take it inside to the rim, and the shot is blocked by Westerfield, and a whistle and a foul on a shot block by Westerfield. The block was clean on top, must have got him with a body.
Smile on Gladney's face there. He made a real nice shot fake on Westerfield and got by him, but kid 6'10", and I think that was pretty clean. I think they might have got away with one.
Free throw, good at the Tire Factory free throw line for Xavier Gladney.
But you got to really admire Gladney for having the courage to attack him.
No question. Let's go to the Brutsman's Office Solutions scoreboard. Another action at the end of one. Walla Walla trails Kennewick 13-11. At the end of one, Chiawana 23, Hanford 6. Second free throw would not go. Oh, free throws are big. 24-21. Kamiakin down by 3. Bombers with the ball. Woodard in between the circles. Sends it left side to Forbes. Forbes to Valencia, and he'll drive the left side of the paint. Running one-hander, wouldn't go. Westerfield couldn't get the rebound. It's going to be taken away by Gladney. Gladney, stutter dribble, top of the key, lost the ball, regathers it, gives it back to Hernandez. Hernandez in the paint with a bank shot from 8.
I think he's the kid that can score for Kamiakin. He just needs to look for his shot.
He's got 7 points on the evening. Inbound, or entry pass under the basket goes down to Westerfield. All the defenders kind of collapse around him. He goes to the basket and gets hit by a couple of players, so I don't know who we're going to get the foul on. The foul will be called on Jake Schumacher, his first.
Yeah, Gladney got a piece of that entry pass and kind of tipped it up, and the other Kamiakin kid, Schumacher, went for it. And Westerfield, because of his height, got to it quick, and they end up fouling.
Westerfield free throw, no good. 24-23. Bombers by 1 with 3:04 remaining in the first half of action.
Jordan Alvarado coming out of the game with Streufert coming in. Boy, Alvarado, tremendous defensive player. He caused havoc on that for Richland.
Oh, Westerfield missed them both. The ball volleyballed on the rebound, and it'll be Celtic Merrill coming away with it for Kamiakin. Merrill to Gladney. Gladney to the free throw line, working against Westerfield. Gives it to the cutter on the baseline. Merrill, reverse lay-in, good.
And again, Gladney up there doing some things, getting Westerfield occupied in the back cut.
Forbes elevates for a 3, and it's no good. And that was not Forbes. That was Vopalensky. Air ball, and it goes out of bounds off Richland. It's the Bombers down by 1 now, 25-24, with 2:37 and counting left to play in the half. Up over the Cyclops at the midcourt stripe, Gladney to Sidrietz. And he'll take it on the dribble drive on Forbes. Forbes blocked the shot. Great recovery by Forbes.
Wow, I'll tell you what, he's the man tonight for Richland. He's playing really well.
I thought for sure that Sidrietz had cleared him. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the hand. The block. Braves by 1. Merrill has it right side for Kamiakin to Dress. Dress has been notably quiet. Takes it baseline. Whips it to the corner to Shoemaker, and it goes out of bounds. That was a tough pass to Corral.
Yeah, Dress a little bit out of control right there, going on the baseline, kind of a one-handed wrap-around pass.
And were you sensing a little frustration, too? Because he's going to come out of the lineup. I think that's a good call by Brian Benelier.
Well, he's done a nice job of giving him minutes and without having him foul, so...
Yep. Out high at the top of the key, it's Streufert. Bounce pass to Forbes, and he'll go to the left elbow and jump higher than I've seen him jump before and put it in.
Wow, he's playing really well.
10 points in the game. 26-25, Richland by 1, and we get a whistle and a foul on the Bomber defense. And this was just out on the dribble, way out in the perimeter.
Yeah, it's on Brock Streufert. He's been trying to really harass Fabian Hernandez, and he's done a nice job of it, but that time, with very little action, he reached in and got a foul. That's his second. He's going out.
So the Braves inbound side court, and they'll get it into Sidrigetz down near the corner. He'll go into the paint, send it back on the baseline to Gladney. Gladney backs it out on the dribble of the wing, hand it off to Hernandez. Fresh shot clock, game clock at $1:43. Shot clock now at 15. Out at the top of the lane, Hernandez, and a whistle and a foul away from the basketball, and Northrop gets called for a hold. And this is team foul number 7. It's a 1-and-1 shooter. So Northrop picks up his first.
He was kind of face guarding Javier off of the ball, and Javier started to slip away from him and reached out and grabbed his arm.
Tire Factory free throw, no good. Oh, jumping up, Forbes comes down, and 2 of the Kamiakin players had kind of moved underneath him, and he goes down hard on the floor, and we get a whistle and a foul now, and this one will go on Celtic Merrill, so we'll walk the other way. It's now team foul number 8 on Kamiakin, and a 1-and-1 shooter at the Tire Factory free throw line on the other end for Forbes.
Well, in a low-scoring game like this, free throws, any points are really important, and Javier Sidrigetz missed the front end of a 1-and-1, and Forbes got fouled on the rebound. He's at the line for a 1-and-1.
Special thanks on our broadcast to our friends at Prime Dental Pasco. Open now, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. hours, weekdays and Saturdays too. PDPNW.com. Free throw rattles the rim, drops through.
Forbes has 11 points, I think, so far in this half.
Yes.
He's played really well.
Nothing wrong with that. Oh, next free throw, no good. Did we get a lane violation?
Yeah, it's going to be on one of the Kamiakin Braves, either Gladney or Dress.
Yeah, Dress is back into the game now.
Going to give him another shot.
And it's no good. Came up short. Rebound. Sidrigetz has it, and it's Kamiakin ball. Braves down by 2 with 1:28 remaining in the first half. Bounce pass to Gladney, right wing. Oh, player went down, got tangled up.
27,
that was Alvarado. No whistle, no foul. Sidrigetz around the high screen. Goes into the lane with a spin dribble around Forbes. Shot wouldn't go. About a 5-footer off the window, off the rim. But the rebound, Dress keeps it alive. Dress underneath the basket. Sends it back outside to Wagger. Around the left side, Hernandez. 3!
Big shot by Hernandez.
28-27, Kamiakin by 1. 1 minute. 1 minute remaining in the first half. Westerfield, right side to Alvarado. To Northrop, inside the free throw line. Boy, he had so long to look at that shot without a defender. He didn't make it, but it came right back to him. Gets it to Westerfield in the lane. Oh, he traveled with the ball.
Boy, Kamiakin dodged the bullet there. Landon Northrop missed a point blanker from about 5 feet, went right to Westerfield, and he shuffled his feet trying to put it up.
28-27, Kamiakin by 1. 40 seconds remaining in the first half. Hernandez to Gladney. In between circles. Right side to Dress. Dress around the Gladney screen. Never got around it. Gives it back to Gladney. Gladney working on Westerfield. Takes him to the window, but underlaid it with the left hand. Gets the rebound. Banks it off the window again. Comes up short. Gets it again. This time the putback is blocked, and he is fouled by Westerfield.
Gladney has the uncanny ability to get rebounders missed shots from a foot. I don't know how he does that. And he's got to be extremely frustrated by missing them, but he always finds a way to get the rebound.
Well, his position was better on each shot to get the miss than the defender, Westerfield. Oh, but he didn't get the payoff at the Tire Factory free throw line. Shot is no good.
That's 2 on Westerfield. He's coming out of the game. Dress is coming out of the game.
So on the Bomber side, Woodard along with Streufert and Westerfield with 2. Dress with 2 for Kamiakin. And free throw's good. So made 1, Sidrigetz did. And it's 29-27 with 11 seconds remaining in the first half. Falling down, trying to come to a jump stop, and then almost going backwards. Jordan Valencia Alvarado lost his footing and traveled with the ball. It's Kamiakin ball, 9.2 remaining in the half.
Boy, credit Deontay Howard, the freshman there from Kamiakin, was playing some great defense there, helping out on the turnover.
Inbounds pass to Gladney.
8 seconds.
Gladney up to Hernandez. Hernandez backs behind the three-point line, and it's seconds remaining, and time runs out in the half. What a flurry, and a fast finish to the first half for Kamiakin to regain the lead. At the end of the first half, it's Kamiakin 32, Richland 27. Welcome back. Michael McDonald, Don Manili here at Kamiakin High School. The Braves lead the Richland Bombers 32-27. It is halftime. Back at the Legends Casino 610 KONA studios, our producer tonight is Lee Michaels. So what a fast flurry by Fabian Hernandez in the latter half of that second quarter, Don. He ends up with 11 points in the quarter, has 13 in the game, 3 3-pointers in that second frame.
Yeah, I think he hit the last 2 3-pointers in the last 2 possessions of that quarter right there. And he's just he's a big piece of what Kamiakin does, and he struggled with his shot a little bit this year so far. And he had a great summer and shot it really well in the summer, but boy, he's starting to find it a little bit there, and boy, that was much needed. It's just been a great basketball game, a real defensive basketball game. And, Kamiakin is defending Richland extremely well. Josh Woodard has 2 points in the game so far. But, Jack Forbes, 11 points for Richland. He's doing it all. Offensive rebounds, scoring off the bounce, defending people, playing extremely well. And second chance points have been huge in this game because the offenses haven't been able to run plays to get shots like they normally would. What Richland is doing is any time that Dress gets the ball, not only is he being closely guarded, they're firing another guy at him to put 2 guys on him so he can't make a move on the one kid. And they're doing the same thing with Javier. When he gets the ball in the wing, whoever's guarding him, they're sending the closest guy right at him and trying to get him to give the ball up because they think whoever is going to get it is less of a threat than Javier is. So both coaches doing some great job defensively, and it's been a great basketball game so far.
Yeah, also, if you box Javier when you slide over help side, it makes it really difficult to find anybody to throw it to, even though you know somebody's wide open.
Yeah, and Westerfield's impacted some shots at the rim. Javier's gone in there a couple of times thinking he had an easy layup, and he's impacted the shots. But I think Xavier Gladney might be the kid that's playing really well for Kamiakin. He's doing a nice job of distributing the ball and occupying Westerfield. We'll just see who can get some shots and keep defending. Should be a great second half.
Again, in the earlier contest, Kamiakin defeating Richland on the girls' side, 53-50. It was a close one, and congratulations, who ends up surpassing 1,000 points for her career, and there's still plenty of season and postseason remaining to be played. That was quite a contest there. In other action on the Brunsman's Office Solutions scoreboard, it's Kennewick 37, Walla Walla 23 at the half. Other girls finals, Kennewick over Walla Walla 59-43, and Chiawana defeating Hanford 68-58. We'll take a timeout. More of our DQ Grill and Chill halftime show is coming up. News Radio 610 KONA, halftime score. Kamiakin leading at home against the Richland Bombers 32-27. Checking out our halftime fast stats. For the Richland Bombers, leading scorer on the evening is Jack Forbes with 11 points. And you've got 6 for Luke Westerfield, 3 apiece for Northrop and Vopalensky, 2 apiece for Woodard and Alvarado. As a team, just 1 3-pointer, 10 points in the paint, and 6 of 9 at the Tire Factory free throw line. On the other side, for Kamiakin, leading all scorers, Fabian Hernandez with 13, 11 coming in the second quarter. 6 for Peter Dress, 5 for Javier Sidriguez. Then you've got 3 for Xavier Gladney and 2 apiece for Weiger and Merrill. As a team, 5 3-pointers. Also 12 points in the paint But the problem, and probably something that's being mentioned in the locker room, I would imagine, is pay attention to the shots at the free throw line. This game has been back and forth so many times, one of those can cost you in the end, dearly. At the free throw line, 5 of 11.
Yeah, it's just, particularly in a low-scoring game where points become so precious in those situations. And
it's your home gym.
Yes. And you've got to be able to shoot better free throws than that, particularly in your home gym. And now you've got that situation where, there won't be any 1-and-1s until when they get to 7. But the question is, which team is going to cause the other team, to get to 7 so that they might be able to take advantage of being fouled and getting to the free throw line.
Foul trouble. Woodard, along with Streufert and Westerfield with 2 for the Bombers. On the other side, Peter Dress with 2 for Kamiakin. So not big foul trouble, but it's amazing how quick that can change. Especially when you're trying to overplay a little bit on defense, maybe after something happened to you negatively on the offensive side, or if you're frustrated.
Yeah, I think in terms of game plan, Richland, I would not be surprised to see them go into Westerfield more.
Yes.
Because every time they've gone in there, man, it's almost been automatic. I think he missed one time situation in there. And they've tried to get it to him a few times early, and Kamiakin's defense picked it off. But they're starting to figure out the angles in there and get him the ball. Because if you double him, he's going to kick it out, and they just got shooters everywhere waiting to shoot that 3. And the other big story for Richland is Josh Woodard held to 2 points. Now, some of that is he got his second foul on a charge, and he set out a little bit of that second quarter. So he's going to be fresh, and he's going to be coming in here to impact the game. And the thing Kamiakin's got to be careful of is Richland can score points fast. They can go bang, bang, bang and put 6, 8, 9 points on the board in 2 or 3 possessions. And in a low-scoring game like that may be a separation you can't overcome.
All right, let's see if we have any other scores to report on the Tire Factory, on the Brunsman's Office Solutions scoreboard. At the half, Southridge 20, Pasco 10. At the half, Chiawana 53, Hanford 21. We will take a timeout and come back for third quarter action. You've been listening to the DQ Grill and Chill halftime show with the score. Kamiakin 32, Richland 27.
Dental service in Pasco will never be the same. West Richland Family Dental is here. Prime Dental Pasco is now accepting new patients with a $79 first-time visit, covering cleaning, exam, and necessary x-rays for non-insured patients. Prime Dental Pasco, family dentistry, relaxing environment, open 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. with Saturday hours too. Prime Dental Pasco. Book appointments, get details now at pdpnw.com. That's pdpnw.com. Helping you get a handle on winter weather for nearly 99 years, you can trust Farmers Exchange. They have hard-to-find snowblowers in stock now from Toro, Husqvarna, Gravely, and the new Toro 60-volt rechargeable. Farmers Exchange stocks snow shovels and different varieties of ice melt, including sidewalk safe and flower bed safe urea. Stop in today. Farmers Exchange, 215 West Canal Drive in historic downtown Kennewick and mowerhome.com.
Farmers Exchange. Fowlers with the basketball to start the third quarter. Quick three-pointer. Left side is no good for Woodard, but the rebound comes down. Yep, Forbes has it. Driving one-hander by Woodard, no good, but the Bombers keep it alive. Another offensive rebound. Streufert ends up with the loose ball. Up to Forbes out high. Underneath, they'll get it to Westerfield. Westerfield, nice move to get around the defender and lay it up and in over Dress.
Great defense by Kamiakin, but they could twice. Richland got offensive rebounds, and Westerfield made them pay.
Driving down the lane, Dress. He'll work back around to the left side and put up the jumper over Westerfield. It bounces on the rim, touches the glass, and comes through.
Boy, tough shot.
That was a big bucket, his 8th of the game. 34-29, right side. Forbes for a two-pointer. No good. Gladney with the rebound. Outlet goes to Hernandez. Cross court to Dress for a three. No good. Off the front iron, no good. Rebound tipped out. Streufert has it for the Bombers. Streufert, left side of the lane for the Bombers. Work it over in the corner, and it's a three for Josh Woodard. Nothing but net.
Yeah, he got loose in transition there. His man was straight coming up, and he made him pay. Kamiakin wants a timeout.
So the Braves will take a timeout. And you mentioned it during the DQ Grill and Chill halftime show. The Bombers can just reel out points really quick. Before you know it, they've got 6 or 8. And that's what Coach Manili wanted to stop here. And we will take a 30-second Griggs Ace Hardware timeout. With the score, Kamiakin 34, Richland 32. 6:27 left in the third quarter, 34-32. Kamiakin holding on to a 2-point edge, and they have the basketball. Braves working to the basket to your radio right here in the second half. Shoemaker brings it up over the midcourt stripe, bounce pass to Gladney, top of the lane. Westerfield on him, gets around Westerfield. Dump it to Hernandez, open for 3. Oh, he was too deep in the right corner. It's no good. Long rebound, tip out. It goes out of bounds. Whose is it? It will be Richland ball.
Yeah, nice look by Hernandez in the corner there, but just couldn't knock it down.
6:10 remaining, third quarter, 6:10 KONA, Kennewick, Richland, Pasco. Still that 2-point lead for the Braves. Westerfield popping out high post to pick it up. Right side to Woodard. Woodard thought about the 3, instead over to Streufert. Streufert drives to the free throw line, looking, bounce pass to Woodard on the cut to the basket. Mishandled it, it goes out of bounds. That was the little backdoor, and it didn't work.
Yeah, it just wasn't a real good pass. It was there, it just wasn't a good pass to get it.
Didn't hit him in stride. 34-32, Kamiakin. 5:40 remaining, third quarter. Shoemaker. Gladney, top of the key. Gladney on Westerfield all the way to the window. Thought he was going to draw the foul. Shot blocked, and it's no good. Westerfield did not get called on the foul. Ball goes up to Forbes, and he'll do a running one-hander in the lane. Forbes.
Yeah, nice move by Forbes. Gladney thought he could draw the foul on Westerfield. Didn't work.
34-34. Tie game, 5:13 remaining in the third. Out at the top of the key, working against Streufert. Hernandez to Sidrigets. Sidrigets, through a double team, pocket pick. Ball loose on the floor. Javier gets it back. Braves save the ball. Shoemaker to Gladney. Gladney almost mishandled it there. To Sidrigets. Sidrigets down the lane. Over to Dress in the corner. Open for 3. It's not going to go. Just not a real good night for Pete Dress. Rebound comes down to Woodard. To Forbes. Left corner for a 3. It's good. Jase Vopalensky from way outside.
Yeah, Kamiakin did not get back on that rebound, and Richland just ran down the court and spotted up. Big shot.
37-34. Bombers on top. 4.5 minutes remaining in the third. Shoemaker, right side. Top of the key. Gladney to Dress. Dress for an NBA 3 straightaway, and it's not going to drop. Rebound underneath the basket to Forbes. Up to Woodard. Oh, ball off shoe. Oh, maybe it was a knee, and it's picked up by the Braves. A breakaway lay-in for Sidrigets, and he's fouled.
Much needed basket right there by the Braves.
Heads-up play for Kamiakin to get that loose ball. Was it Shoemaker or Hernandez that got the loose ball and shoveled it ahead to Javier Sidrigets? Personal foul will be called on Forbes. That'll be the first on Jack. And the first team foul on either here in the second half of action.
Boy, Forbes continues to play well in this game.
Westerfield's going to check out. Northrop will come in for the Richland Bombers. Also off of the bench, Merrill is in for Gladney for Kamiakin. Wagger is back in.
We got Wagger and Merrill.
For Shoemaker.
Right.
So Dress stays in the game.
We got Woodard and Northrop and Vopalensky and Forbes and Streufert.
So the free throw is no good for Sidrigets on the possible 3-point play. Ball tipped out of bounds side court by the Braves, and the Bombers will have to inbound again after getting the rebound on the missed free throw.
Another missed free throw by the Braves.
37-36, Kamiakin down by 1 halfway through the third period. Popping out Top of the lane, Streufert. Streufert over to Woodard. Oh, he gets bumped and falls down. Hernandez gets called for the foul.
Now they kind of got their feet tangled up a little bit. And it was a foul, but it was kind of a weird one.
Yeah, well, Woodard came to a very quick jump stop, and Hernandez's momentum just couldn't do anything. They try to feed. Streufert tries to feed over the top of the defender to get Woodard, and it's stolen by Hernandez. Hernandez spin dribble, and Forbes is going to pick his pocket up to Woodard. Woodard trying to lay it in, and he is fouled. Javier Sidrigets wanted to make sure that he was not going to get that easy transition bucket.
Real smart play there by Woodard. Woodard going in on the left-hand side. He picked up Sidrigets out of his vision coming in from the right. And Sidrigets was just going to erase that shot. And he kind of jumped into him a little bit as he went up. Real smart thing to do to draw that foul.
So, at the free throw line, Tire Factory free throws. First one, good for Woodard. Lines up for number 2, good.
Boy, they are not going to miss many free throws.
Yeah, that's a big difference at the charity stripe. 3:39 remaining here in the third, and the Braves down by 3. Dress out at the top of the lane to Sidrigets. Feed the cutter. Hernandez came all alone through the screen and laid it up and in.
Just a 5-man open offense there and a back cut. Well done.
39-38, Braves down by 1. Bombers with the ball, 3:10 remaining third. To the cutter, coming down the left side of the lane, Forbes. No, the shot wouldn't go, but Sidrigets will get called for the foul.
That's going to be on Peter Dress there.
Oh, no, that's his third. Thought it was on Sidrigets. And we go to the Tire Factory free throw line. Good. Jack Forbes. Forbes.
Alvarado coming in for Streufert. Boy, Alvarado can really defend.
Forbes with 14 in the game. Gladney will come in. Dress will sit down after picking up number 3. Dress sits down with 8 points in the contest. Free throw, rattles the rim, kisses the glass, and comes back through.
Full timeout, Richland.
And a 1-minute Griggs Ace Hardware timeout has been called. With 3:11 remaining in the third, Richland 41, Kamiakin 38. Third quarter action, 610 KONA, Kennewick, Richland, Pasco. At the half, 32-27. And now it's 41-38 with Richland on top. They were leading at the intermission, and now they're up by 3 right here.
And they're starting to get some getting out in transition and make some early buckets.
Braves called the timeout and inbound to Sidrigets. And he'll send it over to Tyson Weiger. Back to Sidrigets, to Merrill. Merrill to top of the lane, to Hernandez. To Javier Sidrigets, and he'll come down the lane, give it up to Gladney. Gladney with a double clutch shot. He gets the bucket to drop, and he's fouled. Jack Forbes picks up number 2.
Well, Javier and Gladney that time made a couple pump fakes, and I got their man out of defensive position, and Javier got by him, and Gladney's man had to rotate to help. Threw it to Gladney, and he pump fake, got the guy up in the air and scored and got fouled. Well done.
So the foul will go on Landon Northrop, his second team foul on the Bombers. Tire Factory free throws. Gladney for the and one. In and out, no good.
Ooh. I don't know.
Ooh.
Looked like he was in there.
Golly. They're not bad free throws. They just haven't gone in. Oh, the Braves get a steal down court. Sideritz with a takeaway. Oh, and Woodard takes it right back. Bombers with the ball. Woodard on the baseline. Send it back out on the wing to Alvarado. Alvarado, right side to Northrop. Three-pointer. It's going to rim out. No good. Rebound. It ends up in Gladney's hands. Gladney to Sideritz. And he'll bring it up over the Cyclops into front court. Guarded by Vopalensky. Man-to-man, both teams all night. 2:16 remaining in the third. Oh, off the dribble and a high screen for Celtic. Merrill, one-hander to the basket, laid it up and in left side.
Just opening up the post area and running five-man motion.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Braves by one. 42-41. Pass goes down on the baseline to Northrop, and he muscles his way in and lays it in over Wagger.
Yeah, he's a 6'3" freshman kid. Strong kid.
43-42. Bombers by one. $1:40 remaining in the third quarter of action. Out high, it's Hernandez with a spin dribble at the top of the key. Give it up at the free throw line to Gladney. Gladney on Westerfield down the lane. Puts the shot up into Westerfield, trying to draw the foul. Shot is blocked. Ball goes out of bounds off of Westerfield. No foul.
Yeah, I don't think there was one. I think it was a nice job of Westerfield.
Agree.
Staying away from him.
Agree. 43-42. Bombers by one. Hernandez, being pestered at the top of the key by Jordan Valencia Alvarado. Foul on Alvarado, his first. Team foul number 3 now on the Bombers. Non-shooter.
Yeah, I think Kamiakin could penetrate the basketball a little bit and get to the rim or get foul trouble on the penetration.
Inbounds pass, tipped out of bounds by Richland. Bretzman's Office Solutions scoreboard. Kennewick 52, Walla Walla 30 at the end of 3. Be listening at the conclusion of our contest tonight for the Shell Sun Market post-game show and our Zuroff Orthodontics player of the game. Weiger with the inbounds pass to Hernandez. Hernandez gives it up to Gladney. Gladney hands it back to Hernandez, way out near the midcourt stripe. To Sideritz on the right side. Pass cross court on the skip. Woodard tips it for the Bombers. It goes out of bounds, or he could have had a breakaway.
Yeah, Javier's got to impact the game in the half court here a little bit. He's going to take a break. We got Peter Dress coming back in.
43-42. Bombers by one. Also, Shoemaker will come back into the lineup, and Hernandez will sit down.
Hernandez getting a rest here with 1:07 left. Boy, he's a big piece of what they do. We'll see if Richland takes advantage of this.
He's got 15 points in the game, Hernandez does. Shoemaker, backcourt to Weiger. Over to Gladney on the right side. Gladney takes it on the dribble to the reverse lay, and he scores around Westerfield, and he's fouled. Westerfield picks up number 3.
He's just got to give Gladney so much credit. I mean, he's had shots checked. He just continues to go at Westerfield. This time he cost him, went over on the other side of the basket and made it over there with basket protection and got fouled. Great move.
The lane was just open enough for him to get through there. Boy, that was amazing. He's been trying so hard to get around the big guy Westerfield and get a look. And the free throw, Tire Factory free throw line, no good. Oh, crash in the board. Sideritz comes in with a putback, and it's no good, but he gets fouled when he's up in the air.
He just jumped straight up in the air and was way up above everybody, and the ball kind of ricocheted and came back over the front of the rim, and he missed it from like a foot, but got fouled.
Foul will go on Brock Streufert, his third. Team foul number 5 now on the Bombers. Starting to add up here. And Sideritz will get the free throw. And that is big at this point of the game. It has not been a good third quarter at the charity stripe. And second free throw, no good. The ball tipped out of bounds off of the Braves.
They continue to, they've got to make free throws because I tell you, Richland will.
As a team, 1 for 5 for the Braves in the third frame.
55 seconds left in this quarter.
45-43, Kamiakin by 2. Streufert up to the right wing. Top of the key to Woodard. Woodard gets around Weiger all the way down the lane around 2 defenders like a slalom course. Laid it up and in.
Yeah, he just can't guard him. Woodard's too good.
45, 35 seconds remaining here in the third. Sidorets over the midcourt stripe to Merrill, to the cutter, Weiger. Weiger's shot blocked underneath the basket by Forbes. Bombers get the basketball. Woodard on the baseline, outside, and it's a three for Forbes.
Here they come.
48-45, Richland. The Braves need a bucket here. Over the midcourt stripe, Sidorets. High screen by Gladney. Gladney to the left elbow. Back to Merrill, top of the lane. 2 seconds remaining. Merrill forces the shot at the horn. No good. At the end of the third quarter, it's the Bombers with the lead. Richland 48, Kamiakin 45.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got this split the pot ticket winner, so get your tickets out. Ticket number 131683. Ticket number 131683. 131683. Come on down. Get yours. Split the pot winning.
Update for you on the Bruxman's Office Solutions scoreboard at the end of 3. Chiawana 66, Hanford 30. 48-45, the Bombers on top. This game has gone back and forth, and we have no reason to believe that it won't in the fourth and final frame. So buckle up, let's go.
Kamiakin's got to find a way to just keep this game close, and hopefully they can have a chance at the end to win it.
And Merrill will inbound for Kamiakin. Into front court to Gladney. Oh, back to Merrill, but his foot was on the sideline, out of bounds. Turnover to Richland.
Yeah, the kid he was throwing it to, the Richland kid deflected it to him, and he did not come in bounds when he caught it.
48-45. Bombers by 3. Woodard going up against Sidorets, goes down the lane. Ooh, players get tangled up, and we get a whistle and a foul. Sidorets is going to get called for the foul here as the collision happened after the pass. Interesting. I didn't think we would get a foul there.
Yeah, it's Woodard's starting to really heat up here a little bit. He's starting to get some rhythm and really beating people off the bounce.
Javier Sidorets will pick up his third personal foul.
And he's out.
So he goes to the bench with 7:48 remaining. That's a big loss out on the floor. Inbounds entry pass goes from Woodard, left side of the basket, way out high over the top to Streufert. Streufert to Vopalensky, who's been relatively quiet on the offensive side. Great defense tonight, though. Guard to guard exchange with Streufert. Back to Woodard. Woodard, whoa, what a crossover move to the left window, laid it up and in, got around Weiger.
Yeah, he recognizes that he can beat the kid who's guarding him.
That was incredible. 50-45, 5-point Bomber lead, 7:18 left to play. Dress out high to Merrill, coming off the screen, straight away, 3.
Big shot by Celtic Merrill.
Back to a 2-point game, 50-48 Bombers. And Richland with the ball. Woodard, top of the key to Forbes. Back to Woodard, working against Weiger. Boy, he bumped right into him on a dribble and then backed up a little bit. Sent it back over on the wing, over the left side to Alvarado. Alvarado will shoot the 3. Off the side rim, no good. Rebound, Kevelai Vopalensky to the cutter coming down the lane. It's the big guy, check that, Forbes. And Forbes' shot wouldn't drop. Braves get the rebound, down by 2. Hernandez into front court on the side court to Gladney. Gladney needs a little bit of room and finally gets around his defender. Forbes goes all the way under the basket, stopped for a moment, kind of crouched down when the ball was going to come back up and shoot. And yeah, Forbes was right above him, and there's a foul on Forbes.
Yeah, it's going to give him. They're going to give him 2 shots. Or wait, he changed it. Going to give it to him. No, he's following the 2 shots.
I think it should be.
think he's calling it 2 shots. He's got 2 fingers in the air.
Yep.
Well,
Dose.
A couple more free throws for Kamiakin.
You got to make them. At the line, Gladney. Oh. Let's see what he can do. Tire Factory free throw line. Air ball. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 for 6.
Yeah.
And you know it's eating at him. And it will in every aspect of the game for the final 6:30. Second free throw, no good. Missed them both. Could have tied it 50-48. It's the Braves trailing, and they're back on defense. Bombers in front court. Three-pointer. Woodard way outside. No good. Rebound loose on the baseline. Oh, and a foul on Streufert. As he bumped, he just couldn't stop. Momentum took him right into Celtic Merrill, who had caught the ball.
And guess what we got now? More free throws for Kamiakin.
Oh, no. Is that team foul 7?
Number 7.
Oh, wow.
Celtic Merrill, different kid there.
Yeah. Team foul number 7. Celtic Merrill will go to the free throw line. He has not been to the Tire Factory free throw line. And this is huge because you've got to earn the back half. It's a 1-and-1. On the way. It's good.
Finally.
Wow.
Celtic.
6:17 remaining to be played. It is a 1-point Bomber lead.
Yeah, Woodard's starting to heat up in the second half. He's got 7 points.
Celtic Merrill made them both. He has 5 in the quarter, 9 in the game. 50-50. That's the chances either team could win. Outside, it's a quick shot by Woodard. Good.
Yeah, for some reason, Javier backed off of him and let him shoot it.
6:10 remaining, 6:10 KONA, Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, 52-50. It's the Bombers by 2. Dress. Oh, he tried the entry pass, but there was a defender that cut it off, and it's stolen away by Forbes. Trying to find Sidderget's low block. Sidderget's up into front court. Oh, do we get a blocking foul? I thought Northrop on the dribble may have been a little bit out of control. The foul, though, on a blocking penalty, and that will go against number 15, Tyson Wager, his second.
Yeah, I think he was a little out of control, but I don't think the Kamiakin player was in position to draw it.
It's a 2-shot foul, and the free throw is good. Second on Wager, 15 foul on Kamiakin.
Northrop kid, just a freshman for Richland. He's going to be a really, really nice player, and he's a nice player already.
Yeah, when you think of the name Northrop at Richland, you think of a really pure shooter, excellent free throws, and stellar defense.
Yeah.
Second free throw's good. Made them both. It is now back to a 4-point Richland lead with 5:37 remaining. Up over the Cyclops. Wager, left side to Hernandez. Passed up on the 3. Drives inside. Oh, Woodard caught him on the backside. Stole the ball. Tipped it away. Woodard over to the left side of Vopalensky. Back to the top of the lane. It's Westerfield popping out of the high post to pick it up. Westerfield, timeout called. Bombers will take a breather here with 5:18 remaining to be played. A 30-second Griggs Ace Hardware timeout with the score. Richland 54, Kamiakin 50. 5 minutes and 18 nail-biting seconds remaining. At Kamiakin, the Braves down by 4. Richland 54, Kamiakin 50. And it's Bombers basketball. Northrop gets the inbounds. Takes it top of the key. Lob entry to Forbes. Over across the lane to Westerfield. He laid in.
Quite nice passing there by the Bombers. Nice set play coming out of the timeout by Earl Streufert. He's a master at that.
The tip pass from Forbes across the lane in traffic to Westerfield was a piece of art. A work of art.
What do we got?
56-50. And we get a whistle and a foul on the other end. With the Bombers leading, a whistle and a foul here on Richland. That'll be team foul number 8, and free throws now for Wager. Foul will go on number 20, Jase Vopalensky, his second.
They ran a set play there for Dress on the backside. Wager setting a down screen for him, and Vopalensky ran right through the screen, through the foul.
Wager took no time at all to convert the free throw. That's good. So all of a sudden the Braves now have hit their last 3 in a row at the Tire Factory free throw line and make that 4. That's huge. 56-52, 4-point game, 4:50 remaining. Woodard to Westerfield at the top of the key. Gladney all over him. Everybody's in a man-to-man. Give it to Woodard, and he's going to drive inside again through a double team. Help side defense comes over. We get a whistle and a foul.
Well, this is one of the things that Richland's trying to do. They bring Westerfield out at the top of the circle and enter it to him. And then the guards on each side kind of exchange and dive, and then they're trying to penetrate.
Inbounds pass goes to Woodard off a screen for a 3, right corner, no good, long rebound. Hernandez picks it up for the Kamiakin Braves. That's a big rebound with 4.5 minutes left to play. Hernandez working against Woodard. Sends it right side to Shoemaker. Shoemaker to Hernandez. Wanted the 3, but Woodard was too close. To Dress. Dress to the top of the key. Oh, my goodness. Woodard able to take the ball away and all the way to the other end and lay it up and in.
Yeah, Josh Woodard has done that 2 or 3 times in this half, stealing it on people trying to do a spin dribble. Great job.
Woodard came around a screen to the left side of the lane and did a little spin dribble and really wasn't looking ahead. Never thought that Woodard was going to leave his man to come over and steal the ball, and the breakaway lay-in was his. Take a timeout here. It's a Griggs Ace Hardware 60-second timeout with the score. Richland 58, Kamiakin 52.
We call the timeout. They did.
Remaining to be played, 58-52. It's Kamiakin trailing at home against the Richland Bombers. And the Braves inbound and backcourt. Sittergitz will bring it up to Hernandez at the midcourt stripe. Right side to Gladney. Gladney with it. Westerfield on him to Dress off the high screen for a 3. It will not go. That is a shot the Braves needed. Rebound to Woodard. Up into front court. Pass goes over to Vopalensky. His shot did not go. And there was collision under the basket. No whistle, no foul. The ball out of bounds. It remains Bomber ball.
Yeah, nice play there by the Braves to get Peter Dress a wide open 3. He just hasn't been able to hit him.
58-52. Entry pass under the basket on a bounce to Northrop on the inbound, and it goes out of bounds. He couldn't handle it.
A big chance right here for the Braves. They got to score, get back in this.
So inbounds pass to Sittergitz, and he'll bring it out of backcourt for the Kamiakin Braves, who trail by 6 with 3:40 remaining. Left side to Dress. Dress with Gladney trying to give him a screen out high. Sends it right side to Wager. In the corner to Gladney for a 3.
Big shot, Xavier Gladney.
Boy, he's 1 for 7 at the free throw line, but hits a 3 in the corner. Dear Lord. 58-55. Kamiakin down by 3 with 3:14 remaining. Westerfield out between the circles. Gives it up to Northrop. Nearly stolen by Hernandez. All over him. Work it right corner, and it's going to be a three for Vopalensky. It's iron, no good. Out of bounds, it'll be Kamiakin ball.
A big chance here again by the Braves. They gotta stop.
Just a 3-point game. We do have a final in on the Brutsman's Office Solutions scoreboard. Kennewick 62, Walla Walla 53. So a big comeback attempt by Walla Walla, but it came up short. To the free throw line, Gladney works it back behind him to Wagger for the three. No. Long rebound to Siderates, and it's the Braves with the basketball with 2:45 remaining, trailing by 3. Offensive rebound, keeps it alive. Gladney, top of the lane, left side Siderates for the 3. Oh, off the rim, off the window, it didn't drop. Rebound, Woodard. Woodard up into front court, Northrop. Passed up the 3, give it back to Woodard on the wing. Want to run a little clock here. Leading by 3 with only 2:25 and counting left to play. But Woodard gets around Wagger, left window for a lay-in. Easy shot.
He's been the difference in the second half. Woodard's just gotten shots.
It's a 5-point Bomber lead and another timeout called, and this will be a full 1 minute Griggs Ace Hardware timeout. Don't forget, at the conclusion of our contest, it's the Shell Sun Market post-game show, thanks to Sun Pacific Energy, and we'll tell you about our Zuroff Orthodontics player of the game. All smiles for the player of the game. We'll take a 1 minute break here for Griggs Ace Hardware with the score, Richland 60, Kamiakin 55. It's all on the line, and Josh Woodard for the Richland Bombers with 8 points in the quarter. 6 of those coming in the paint. It is a 5-point Richland lead with 2:12 remaining as the Braves inbound to Hernandez in backcourt. Up to Gladney over the midcourt stripe, and he gives it back to Hernandez. Back to Gladney. Gladney's out on the right wing. Back to Hernandez on the left side. Want to shoot the 3, but Northrop's on him. To Wagger on a skip pass. Underneath the basket to Dress. Wow. They'll say the ball went off of Vopalensky. It could have been off a Dress.
They ran a fade screen for Hernandez and posted up Dress, and they double-teamed Dress, left Wagger wide open.
Shot clock at 7 as they inbound to Siderates, and he'll be loose in the lane to the window, and he was fouled, and he made it. Foul on Forbes, his 4th.
Wow. Javier just out of nowhere gets the ball and explodes to the basket and elevates and makes the layup look easy and gets fouled.
That is huge. His first points in the fourth quarter. He's got 10 in the game now. And a Tire Factory free throw that is good.
Boy, that's what the Braves needed right there.
No question. It is a 2-point game. Woodard all the way coast to coast with the ball into a double team, puts up the shot right under the basket, and it will not go. Gladney gets the rebound.
Big chance here for the Braves.
Chance to take the lead with a 3. Hernandez to Gladney on the right wing. Gladney thought about the 3. Instead, it's the spin dribble on Westerfield to the paint. Back behind him is Siderates. He'll go into the lane himself. Back outside, Gladney for 3. Oh, it's an air ball, and it's out of bounds, and it's off Kamiakin. And the Braves not happy because Dress was down there, could have had a chance to get the rebound, and it looks like he was held by Vopalensky. No foul.
Yeah, very easily could have been, but Gladney there just made it 3, and that one didn't hit anything. 60-58. Bombers by 2 with the ball. Northrop, the freshman, goes to the baseline. Bounce pass across the lane to Forbes. He laid it in. He's fouled. He just went. Northrop went baseline on the left-hand side out of their spots formation and got shut off. found an angle over there to get the ball to Forbes, and Forbes elevated and made a pump on the air and made it and got fouled. Big shot.
That is huge. That is the 4th foul, and they'll call it on Peter Dress. And the free throw's no good, and the Braves get the basketball. It is a 4-point game with 1 minute remaining. In the front court, it's top of the lane for Hernandez. On the baseline, the center gets rolls to the basket. Shot is blocked. Shot is blocked. Whistle foul, Westerfield.
Boy, that was a nice backdoor play to set up by the Braves to get Sylen going baseline. He got it. He really elevated up there, and I think he kind of shocked Westerfield about how high he got. He ended up hitting him on the arm.
Sylen will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. 10th team foul for the Bombers. Free throw's good. Free throw is good. Tire Factory free throws make it 3-point game. Can cut it to 2 with 53.4 remaining to be played. Good. If there's ever a time, it's now to make free throws. Inbounds pass to the Bombers, leading by 2. Goes to Northrop. Northrop in backcourt, gives it up to Vopalensky. Vopalensky on the guard-to-guard exchange to Forbes, and he'll back it out near the midcourt stripe. And we have a foul away from the basketball that's going to be called on Gladney. I didn't see the contact, but this will mean free throws for Westerfield on a 1-and-1. Westerfield at the line is 2 for 4, 50% for the night, with 10 points.
He made his first 2 and then missed his last 2.
Free throw on the way. It's no good. Sylen will get the rebound. 2-point game only. 40 seconds remaining. Weiger over the midcourt stripe. And a timeout has been called by Kamiakin. Yes, we can all breathe now for a moment. And this will be a 60-second Griggs Ace Hardware timeout. Final to report on the Brunsman's Office Solutions scoreboard. Southridge 57, Pasco 33. Take a 1-minute timeout here for Griggs Ace Hardware. With the score, the Bombers 62, Braves 60. Everybody's clapping hands. 62 to 60. 37.5 remaining. Braves with the basketball down by 2. Inbounded backcourt to Hernandez. Brings it up over the stripe. Left side to Dress. Dress loops into the lane. Kick out. Merrill 3. Oh, it's off the rim. But he gets his own rebound. His putback in the lane. Good. 19 seconds remaining. Slow dribble for Woodard out of backcourt. Sylen is on him. Takes it to the left side. High screen by Westerfield. He goes backside screen. Outside for a 3. It's Northrop. Long rebound on the miss. It goes out of bounds. It's come.
5.9 seconds. No timeouts left. Richland's going to take one.
We step aside for what looks to be a 1-minute timeout. Another Griggs Ace Hardware 1-minute break with the score. Kamiakin 62, Richland 62. remaining. What will happen? Will we go to overtime? Let's find out. Bombers 62, Kamiakin 62, and the Braves inbounding in backcourt. Dress to Siddergitz. All the way up into front court to the lane to Merrill, cross court. Oh, offensive foul on the pass. Siddergitz took down Woodard on the pass. Oh boy, 1.7, and it's Bomber ball.
Yeah.
Non-shooting foul.
Richland.
Non-shooting foul is on the offensive side. Player control, as it were. Oh boy. And a timeout has been called with 1.7 remaining.
Yeah, that was a great play by Josh Woodard. I mean, Javier was going to the rim right there, and he stepped in front of him and kicked the ball to Celtic Merrill, the kid who made the last shot in the corner, and he was getting ready to dial that thing in and shoot it, and they blew the whistle, and everybody was kind of following the ball, and Javier did run over the top of Woodard. Great defensive play there by Josh Woodard.
Yep.
1.7 seconds now. I mean, you can catch this ball around half court and take one dribble and get a shot off. So there's a lot of good things that can happen right here in this. And I mean, you got to guard all those Richland Bomber kids because they're all capable of knocking this shot down if they catch it and get a look.
So right now, Coach Streufert drawing up what he hopes will be the game-winning pass, because it really is more about the pass.
Yeah, exactly. You got to be able to complete the pass.
Breaking the huddle, here we go. 1.7 remaining to be played, and as Don mentioned, this could be even inside half court depending on the pass.
Oh, they kind of isolate Forbes, maybe.
Ready to inbound, in backcourt. It's going to be Northrop to the midcourt stripe to Vopalensky, to Alvarado, and he comes up short from half court. We go to OT. Yes, it's so good, we need 4 more minutes. We'll take a timeout here. Overtime next.
Back-to-back games.
Not enough. It's time for 4 more minutes. 62-62. Kamiakin. Richland. Center circle for another DQ grill and chill tip-off. And it will be controlled by Kamiakin. Peter Dress. Let's go over the fouls real quick. Forbes and Westerfield with 4. Dress with 4. And do we have a problem with the clock? Yes. Shot clock did not go.
Hey, running the shot clock's getting a little bit too involved in the game. It's like, oh, dang it, I forgot the
Yeah, well, it's pretty exciting. It is pretty darn good. Inbound side court, shot clock adjustment made. So Merrill will inbound, and they'll get it into Gladney in the corner. On the exchange to Hernandez. Back to Gladney out high. To Hernandez, in between the circles now, top of the lane. Left side to Merrill. Shot clock down to 15. Hernandez has it. Way out near the midcourt stripe. Trying to get a little bit better on floor spacing. To Siddergitz on the left wing. High screen by Gladney. Right side, Hernandez has it. Running one-hander on the baseline. No good. Dress with the rebound. Put back wouldn't go, but he's fouled. Foul will be called on Jase Vopalensky, his 3rd.
Boy, big rebound there by Peter Dress. Richland doing some great half-court defense. making Kamiakin really work to get a shot. And Fabian Hernandez did not have a real good look there and overshot it, but Peter Dress on the backside got fouled.
So Dress at the free throw line. Free throw no good. Boy, it has just been a night, hasn't it?
It's not going to take Kamiakin long to figure out, if they don't win this game, how they could have won it.
Yeah, we've been talking about free throws since the beginning, since the pregame. Tire Factory free throw on the way. Yes, breaks the tie. 63-62. Kamiakin by one. 3:27 left in OT. Northrop over the midcourt stripe. Pestered out there by Wagger. Wagger's played really good defense. Out to Woodard. Woodard through a double team. Wagger slops the ball away.
Yeah, they were trying to isolate Woodard, and Hernandez was guarding him, and Wagger double-teamed him and knocked the ball loose.
Braves by one. Left side Hernandez to Dress at the top of the key. Dress backing in to the free throw line. Turnaround jumper bounces off the rim. It won't go. Gosh, was a good look. Rebound, Woodard. It's the Bombers into front court. Forbes on the baseline at Northrop. Northrop puts up the shot. It climbs over the window off the rim. No good. Westerfield right there for the putback.
Dress had a chance at that rebound, and he just missed it. And Westerfield grabbed it and stuck it back in.
Over the midcourt stripe. 1 point lead for the Bombers now. 64-63. 2.5 remaining. Hernandez out on the left side. He's been guarded, hounded all night by Woodard. To Sittergetz. Sittergetz drives inside. Gets it to Hernandez. Does a step around the defender. Puts up the wild shot off the window. No good. Gladney the rebound. Gladney tried to reverse lay in. It wouldn't drop. Too strong off the window. Forbes gets the rebound.
Couple great chances there for the Braves. Just couldn't make it.
64-63. Bombers by one. Driving baseline. Forbes underlaid it. It's no good. A jump ball on the rebound or a foul? It's a jump ball call.
It'll be Richland's ball on the alternating possession.
Sittergetz tying up Forbes underneath the basket. Alternate possession now, Bomber ball. Bombers lead by one, 64-63. Inbounds pass goes to Westerfield on the baseline. Back outside to Woodard. Shot clock at 10. Around the high Westerfield screen. Woodard to the top of the key. Hernandez on him. Step back for a two. Left side. Oh, what a shot. What a shot.
He got bumped a little bit and still faded away and hit that big shot.
66-63. Bombers by three. Around the high screen, Hernandez to Dress. Dress at the top of the key. Wants a straightaway.
Bang! Finally, Dress hits one. Huge shot.
11 in the game, and we're tied. 11 in the game for Dress. We are tied 66-66. Buck 20 remaining in OT. On the left side, way out on the wing. It's Forbes underneath the Westerfield. Pocket picked. It's Dress with the ball.
Westerfield lost control of that a little bit, and Dress was there to pick it off.
Coming out of backcourt, Hernandez. Woodard tried to go for the steal. Boy, Woodard's all over him. Passes off to Gladney on the right wing. Bounce pass on the baseline to Wagger. Trying to get the entry pass to Dress. Cannot find the angle. Back out high. Sittergetz has it. Javier. Ball tipped and nearly stolen. Yes, take away Forbes. Forbes breakaway lay-in. Count it.
Big play by Forbes. He's been the man all night long.
We get a timeout called here. It appears to be a full 1 minute Griggs Ace Hardware timeout with 42 seconds remaining in OT. It's Richland 68, Kamiakin 66.
There's so many swings in this game.
34 seconds remaining in OT. 68-66. Kamiakin trails by 2.
Full court man-to-man pressure by the Bombers here. It's not going to be easy.
Braves inbound, and it goes to Hernandez. Hernandez left with Northrop and Woodard on him in backcourt. Able to get over to the left side and bring it up into front court. Calls out the play. Near side to Sidrigets. Offensive foul. Northrop went down, and Sidrigets gets called for running into him.
They tried to run a double stagger on the backside, and Xavier Gladney was screening, and they called him for using his hip to get a piece of him.
So Gladney sticks out the hip on the screen. Inbounds pass and a whistle and a foul immediately. And that will go on Fabian Hernandez, his third. And we'll go to the free throw line with Josh Woodard shooting 2. Tire Factory free throw on the way, good.
Well, the story for Richland, the last 2 possessions by the Braves, they've gotten steals. Forbes got a steal, and this time they got an offensive foul on Gladney, preventing Braves from getting a shot either time.
69-66. The Bombers lead by 3. Free throw good. Made them both. Clutch. 4-point lead. 22 seconds remaining. Hernandez all the way into the basket. Lost the ball. Throws it back in traffic. And it's going to go to Forbes. It's the Bomber basketball. Up court. Forbes all the way to the rim. Two-handed dunk. Braves back into front court. Hernandez. Desperation 3. Off the iron. No good. Woodard chasing down the rebound. It goes out of bounds. It will be Kamiakin ball, but only 2.7 seconds remaining to be played. Inbounds to Sidrigets, and he'll shoot the 3. It's partially blocked at the horn by Vopalensky, and the Bombers have won. Win 4-0-1 for Earl Streufert. And the Bombers storm the court. Oh, players are down. It's a mass of humanity. That's really unsafe, actually. We will take a timeout. We'll bring you final stats during the Shell Sun Pacific Energy Sun Market postgame show. And we'll tell you about our all smiles of the game, Zerov Orthodontics player of the game when we return. Overtime thriller. The Bombers beat the Braves 72-66.
To get her slam at the end. That's the closest 6-point win you'll ever.
I've never seen that in high school.
The dunk at the end?
I've never seen that.
Was the coup de grace.
That was unbelievable. That was unreal.
Big Bomber victory here at Kamiakin against the Braves tonight. And when you think about the free throws, that's something that Kamiakin will be talking about at the Tire Factory free throw line. 13 of 27 tonight at the line. Joining us out of the locker room, I'd like to welcome to the broadcast Jack Forbes. Jack, tell me a little bit about the spirit of this contest and how you guys felt.
Well, you know, Kamiakin's always a good rivalry, you know.
coming into their place. It's going to be a tough game. It always is, but pull through in the end. You know, we got to be better when we come back and play them at home.
Defensively, what was the difference? You guys were able to clamp down on times and really cause frustration. Peter Dress did not have a good night tonight.
It's all energy, you know. Shout out Jase Vopalensky. Practice for this, you know. Best defender on the team. He's always there.
You found some offense tonight that we haven't seen as much of. Is that something you've been working on? It just present itself to you tonight?
Yeah, I think I got it. You know, big game. Just a confidence thing came out tonight.
So how do you feel?
I feel great. Great win. Great team win.
That was pretty exciting. Pretty exciting. Great overtime victory. Thank you so much for joining us on 610 KONA. Again, Jack Forbes unofficially finishing with 22 points tonight. And also out of the locker room is our Zuroff Orthodontics player of the game, Josh Woodard. All smiles for the player of the game, finishing with 21 points. Great defense tonight. And great the way that you got the team into position on the offensive end.
You know, these guys, they really trust me, and the coaches put me in positions to succeed, and I just couldn't ask for a better team, you know.
So when you look back at this game, we can look at free throws. Yeah, Kamiakin missed their fair share. But what was the real difference out there on the floor?
I think we started to defend a lot better in the second half, and we started to rebound the ball a little bit better. In the first half, we were a little bit sloppy on the defensive end. So,
what does it mean for the team to win here?
It means a lot. I mean, this is always a big game, big rival. It's always exciting to come out here with a win.
Well, congratulations. A great effort tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's our Zuroff Orthodontics player of the game, Josh Woodard, joining us on 610 KONA. And Earl Streufert, you want me to clean those? You got that? Okay. Yeah, you've done this a few times, like 401 now. Yeah, congratulations. Win 401 for head coach Earl Streufert. How do you feel?
Relieved, obviously. But you know, our team's got a long way to go. We got a lot of growth to make yet, and I thought Kamiakin played really spirited today. You know, they executed, made shots, made big shots, played defense, made you earn it. Just a great high school basketball game.
Defensively, we kind of felt that was just huge. Peter Dress was frustrated all night long. Gladney had some looks. Cinder gets is hard to stop. He can jump out of the gym. But you really did clamp down when you needed to.
Well, we just gave up too many offensive rebounds to them. You know, we just played really hard and then stood and watched some balls. You know, give them credit. They rebounded the heck out of the ball, and Brian had them playing really well. So I thought, you know, Jace didn't. This is probably the worst shooting game Jase Vopalensky's had in his entire career. And had some really good looks that didn't go down that maybe would have made that a little different game in the first half or the early second half. But you can't undervalue his defense. He was phenomenal all night. He was there all day.
Yeah, there's no nights off, and coming up Friday, you're back at it, Kennewick.
Yeah, it's
at home.
Yeah, exactly. You know, we played pretry good at Chihuahua, and you know they were fighting some injuries, and these guys are fighting some stuff, and guys are hungry to play, and those are the kind of games that make you better. And I thought we played really tough in the overtime. Played smart, played tough, had some good shots. You know, that just didn't go in, and might have been maybe been able to stretch that a little bit. But gosh, can't be disappointed with that. And our fans were phenomenal too.
In a game that you couldn't get separation, you end up outscoring Kamiakin in that 4-minute frame by 10-4.
Well, we just finally got a couple of plays strung together. You know, we had some really good opportunities in the first half where we fumbled the ball away. We had a bounce play for a sure layup and fumbled it away, and had two transition ones where we kind of fumbled it. And, you know, I think part of that is growth for these guys. We have some seniors, but we're also pretty young. I mean, we have some experience, but we got a ways to go that way. And this was a step in the right direction for sure.
Speaking about youth, and we know that he comes from a family that knows this sport well, Northrop, so many minutes tonight, just a freshman. I mean, he's a quality player.
He's a very good player. And he's just, you know, he's one of those guys that he's got a nose for the ball, and he's hunting shots all the time, and he's getting better at the other facets of his game, and he's finding out that, you know, there's parts of the game that you have to get better at and do all the time, and it's not because he's unwilling, it's just he's inexperienced a little bit, but had a great stretch in that fourth quarter, especially in overtime. Just played really good. I mean, he's very coachable and getting better all the time, and we're lucky to have him.
Due to unfortunate circumstances, we weren't able to be there for the entire game as you earned win number 400 on Saturday.
Yeah, I missed you that night.
I was there.
Yeah,
we had some technical issues. So 401, closing in on Art Daywald, just a few more away.
You know, it's funny is I've never thought about a number.
No, everybody else does that for you.
They do it plenty. You know, we've always been hunting a state title or a league title or whatever.
And those would mean more, wouldn't they?
Well, they all mean something to every group of kids, right?
Yep.
So, you know, Tate Myers, our longtime stat guy, and he loves to put all the numbers together and make comparisons. I just want to go out and win every stinking play. I just want to every quarter and every situation. You know, you want to win every one. And after a while, you look up after 23 years, and the number adds up.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
it really does.
It's been special. It's been a special place to coach with great kids and great assistant coaches. And you know, gosh, Phil Neal and Jim Castleberry kind of, you know, coddled me a little bit those first couple of years, and you know, taught me some things that I really just didn't understand as being a head coach, and made me a better coach. And
solid staff now, Bruce Roberts and everybody.
Yeah, Bruce has been phenomenal. I mean, it's like having two head coaches, and it's a little eerie sometimes when we're on the bench together because we do things. We're like an old married couple. We do things and don't even have to say it, and we know the other guy's going to do it and take care of it. But gosh, it's been a fun ride, and you know, it's funny, it doesn't stop at that number. So we're just trying to keep plugging away and see how much better we can get this year.
Earn a trip to Tacoma.
Well, it's always the goal, right? You just want to stick your nose in there and find out how good you really are. So
congratulations tonight.
Yeah, I really appreciate it, Michael. And also, you know, been a long time. You've been sitting here with me after games too, right? So I hope you stick it out for a little while longer and make a good run.
I have plans to go nowhere.
Right on.
That's why I'm still here.
Right on. Thanks a lot, Michael. Appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Earl Streufert, head coach of the Richland boys basketball team. We will take a timeout here. Thanks for listening. Again, congratulations to our Zuroff Orthodontics player of the game. And Josh Woodard just played outstanding on both ends of the floor tonight. Zuroff Orthodontics, they believe in the power of individuality. Every treatment, every style, every smile, it's unique, and they treat you that way from the very start. See why Zuroff Orthodontic Care is your preferred choice for Tri-Cities Orthodontics. And you're listening to the Shell Sun Market Stores Postgame Show. They're clean, well-lighted, friendly staff because locally owned and operated does make a difference. Better fuel, better mileage, all grades of Shell help prevent engine gunk, giving you better performance. They're in Burbank, Kennewick at Clearwater and I-82, 27th and Olympia. That's my store. Stopped again for the Mega Millions tickets tonight. Benton City, Horn Rapids, and Keene Road in West Richland. Does anybody know those Mega Millions numbers? We will take a timeout, final stats, and we'll wrap it up next. Final score in overtime, Richland 72, Kamiakin 66. Well, special thanks to Lee Michaels, Medical Video, KONA Legends Casino Studios. That was a late night tonight. That was a fun game, though. Goes to OT, 72-66, and the Bombers get the victory. Let's go through our final stats, and when you hear the Kamiakin free throw stats, you'll understand why it's a game that should be the other direction. Finishing with 22, Jack Forbes for Richland, 21 for Woodard. Also in the books, 12 points. Westerfield finishes in double figures. Northrop with 7. Vopalensky with 6. Alvarado with 2. As a team, 4 3-pointers. They had 1 in the first half, 3 in the second half. 32 points in the paint. Get this, just 10 points in the paint in the first half for Richland. They get 22 in the second half. Free throws, 14 of 19. 6 of 9 in the first, 8 of 10 in the second. That's good. On the other side, for the Kamiakin Braves, they end up with 4 players in double figures. 15 for Fabian Hernandez. It's Sidrius with 13, 11 apiece for Dress and Merrill, 8 points for Gladney, and Wagger finishes with 4 points. As a team, 8 3-pointers, 5 in the first half, 3 in the second. As a team, 28 points in the paint, 12 of those in the first half, 16 in the second half. Now here's the issue. In the first half, at the Tire Factory free throw line, 5 of 11. In the second half, 8 of 16. For the game, 13 of 27 at the Tire Factory free throw line, and that is just not going to get it done. You know, I liken this to, it's the same type of situation that we saw, and I say this about Chihuahua Riverhawks football a lot. Sometimes a penalized team, and sometimes the penalties don't matter when you're in a game that there's separation. But when you get in a close contest, the penalties are going to come back and hurt you. In this contest, if it's not close, the free throws aren't going to be an issue. But when every possession matters, you've got to make more than 50% at the free throw line. It's imperative. Well, special thanks to Don Manili for joining me. Just a program note here, and let's go over some of the final scores that we have on the girls' side. Kamiakin defeating Richland earlier, 53-50 in that game. Nicole Thomas surpasses 1,000 points for Kamiakin for her career. Also in girls' play, it was Kennewick over Walla Walla on the Brutzman's Office Solutions scoreboard, 59-43. Chiawana over Hanford, 68-58. Boys' finals tonight. Southridge with a win over Pasco, 57-33. Kennewick over Walla Walla, 62-53. And Hanford falls to Chiawana, 66-30. Coming up tomorrow, WSU will be hosting Cal in Pac-12 play. Of note, WSU coming off of their Saturday win at number 4, Arizona. That was huge. Coming up on Friday night, we'll have Southridge out at Hanford High School. And then on Saturday, thank you, Detroit, and be careful what you wish for. The Lions allowing the Seahawks after their win over the Rams, and Detroit defeating the Green Bay Packers. The Seahawks are in at San Francisco on Saturday, and we'll have that Saturday afternoon. It's a 1:30 kickoff. Again, thanks to Lee Michaels back at the News Radio 610 KONA Legends Casino Studio. Thanks to Don Manili for joining me here at Kamiakin High School. I'm Michael McDonald. Our final score in overtime, Richland 72, Kamiakin 66. Good night, everybody.